Good evening, mini lads. How is it going? Before we're gonna begin of this video, tomorrow it will be another Pride Month. If the Pride Month is cancelled, then unfortunately that doesn't make any sense for some kind of a little bit happiness for it to do this as well. And because of this is the last day of the month, and I'll be see you around here in the second day of the month, where I uploaded videos for some sort of in the entire career that it's still actually to do this as well. That since Google has this discontinued like this, I'm not pretty sure that Google was no longer supporting Windows 10 servers, and probably for unknown reasons that I cannot able to be fined for unknown like these things whenever that I never cost around here for some sort of like this thing as well. So tonight we're absolutely going to be reviewing for this. You might able to remember for some sort of the old-fashioned things and that I in the previous videos that I completely posted around for many videos since December like this, since November 8th, that it's since in early November. It was, you remember Looma and Crow's Oceadets comic studio, but now it's completely retired. But as you can see, that the Atlas all personnel studio, here are a bunch of old mascots that she never able to be using any time as well, and the Cookie Run OCs and some sort of like the designs as well, but nothing's here anymore for a long time. But you can look around if you want. So the oldest comics isn't going to be for some sort of like this, and the final one was non-existent. So we're going to be fine that whenever it goes here, as we're going to be looking around here for this thing as well. So we're probably going to be inside around here. I have seen in Roblox comic post, I have seen in Roblox comic post like here, and it absolutely still stands over here. So I still managed to finish these yet as well. So even new for some sort of other kinds of charities as well, or even them so that is already taken down as well for some sort of like this. So I didn't mention to find that reasons for these things as well. So contains 3 cookies, could be for round the melon bun, devil cookie, and I didn't remember for some sort of like the submitted sprites. So it does features submitted sprites like anything as well. Especially that must be Hello Kitty over here. I didn't forget about for those things as well, but I'm not sure to be the name. I just completely forget. So I didn't remember for around here as well. It must be Crowberry Cookie. So this is absolutely going to be her name, and it won't be necessary that I just started to forget. So where did I just find around here? And where is she? That must be it. It must be Crowberry Cookie over here. And I pretty remember that I started to get a little bit dumb around here for this. There must be a little bit amount of NPCs. And we already reviewed for Tuesdays as well. At the Crow's Nest, there wasn't gonna be kind of like these things as well. But only 3 backgrounds. But there were still left to be exist, but only Cookie Run Oven Break images for just the one thing that I couldn't believe it as well. So that features Luma's furniture that still exists today, including for some sort of Among Us reference like here. As I looked around for some sort of real life furniture over here, so I wouldn't believe this isn't actually like these things. It was the OCs belongs to herself, Luma Moth 226, and Crowned and Crow and Crowned, probably like this, maintained by 2 of the username as Atlas of Stars and Crownin and Crow and Clown, or Crow and Crown like this. I'm probably sure that I just didn't remember about this thing as well. Sometimes Looma Moth 226 was eventually retired, and she will never come back for a long time. So there's no spoilers, whatever it goes, and there's nothing here like anything it goes. And there's no effects over here. Probably let's go to be reviewing for some user comics, whenever that wasn't going to be costing around here. This comic creator has changed from Looma and Crow to browse old abandoned OC's archive comic studios, and I'm probably sure this is actually for some sort of like the Looma's cave, and turns out that changed the name into Old Abandoned OC's Archive, and never to be came back as well. She was not able to be coming back for a long time, unless she was retired from social media and anything it goes. And that the fact thing is she becomes a mother, or I'm not pretty sure, that she started on job on at work, and yes, she's at work, and we're going to be reviewing for some user comics whenever that is not going to be causing around here. So the final one was actually going to be for to do this as well. So this is not going to be describing like this. As we see this, the final post could be for one last thing as well. That even for to do this as well. So it's not real now. And now I like, oh no, I'm like so terrible. So because of some sort of for the duality for just to do this as well. So I cannot believe that homo-uality was absolutely, she's going to be gone around here, and her account might going to be deleted as well. We might able to be seeing the account before we'll absolutely end up this video. Now, I have seen from the Steven universe, and I never believed that we're going to be seeing this out. Let's show up for some spoilers, sensitive comment, and marked as controversial. And this is absolutely the last thing is not going to be meeting around here. A long time, and some final changes, it could be for around here for something. So, this isn't going to be for it's been a year like those things as well. So, unfortunately, so the Looma Moth 226, but unfortunately it was completely retired as well, so she wasn't able to be using again. She moved on to the cave as well for some sort of, it's move on to the scruffiest comic studio that still believes to be staying alive, except there's the Looma Crow's nest, but I'm not pretty sure this isn't going to be for some sort of like those things. Whenever that we're just going to be still absolutely fine here as well. Let's get on to the oldest one, so I won't be finding out for something that I just never missed. The first one is the minor announcement, and it wasn't going to be for some sort of a thing as well. So since it's not going to be like this, so the description says you don't have to look at it because I just wanted to tell you, mini lads. So the first off, it was a Cookie One OC user. This is absolutely for the oldest version like this. She says, "Hey everybody, I made my own comic studio. I just wanted to announce it. I am a little proud of myself. You may check it out if you want." So that is the entire of some sort of like those things. And the first thing is absolutely for only 3 images, and probably background images as well. The first couple of comics weren't like these things as well. But unfortunately, Dev Sisters have just found out that the eyes wouldn't be like this. But now they have changed the eyes into something even weird. And even weird that it does from scratch. And it was pretty a little bit awful to do so as well. That the first thing isn't going to be for some sort of like this. I never saw the believer right here for these things as well. And it's shared on November 5th, 2022. That started around here as well for some sort of like this. And now let's go for the ratings. And that we're going to be seeing this out. I have already seen this for some sort of like a person of a Roblox for some sort of a game as well. A pizza place from Roblox have just absolutely like these. And sometimes I already played around here, including my siblings as well, for some sort of like this for a long time until we quit the job. But I don't think that we're absolutely going to come back whenever that I never going to be trying to do so as well, because some sort of racing like those things. Whenever like the second place could be the lesbian pirates, and it was very a little bit awful. And turns out that the eyes changed into some sort of a mix of Powerpuff like to turn around itself. Because during the 200 followers like this, I'm not going to be pretty sure that we're going to be checking this out. Starting with the lesbian pirates, the description says, "This is literally the bestiest art I have ever made. This is literally the most best art that I ever made. I try not to say, this is a lot, but please boost." And so, Swashbuckler Cookie, the blue one, belongs to Crow and Crown. Probably this is a little bit awful, but I just going to be that named around as a 6 out of 10. So that's why that doesn't going to be leave for to do this, that I'm not going to be saying around here. Because due to the 200 followers like here, but as you can see here, as starting off this thing as well, before she transforms, that was slightly no longer inappropriate anymore like this, until probably seeing things like on the bottom as well. But as you can see here, a lot have happened since I've joined Comic Studio. Good and bad things. I have made a few friends. I learned things about myself and have overall growth as a person in general. I'll be honest, there has been times I wanted to leave, times I wanted to forget this place, but it's because such a significant part of who I am. So many friends are archivements or achievements and stories to tell I have never thought about when I made that account, and I ended up where I am today. So thank you for all for being here, and with me, y'all mean the word to me truly. So I was thinking I've changed so much during these past months, so much since I have made this little guy. I was a little bit different to me, and I made her different goals, different dreams, different friends, so I represent the changes I have gone through. I have thought Looma Cookie could go through a change as well, and turn into something kind of even pretty unnecessary as well. So she said here to say hello to Comic Studio. Looma Cookie isn't that like this. Because of the Cookie Mon eyes look pretty very weird, but now this looked like a Powerpuff Girls reference. And the final sequence that absolutely said this, and it says here, once again, thank you to everyone. I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for you, all of you lovely people who have supported me through these months. So let this new era of my life be a happy and fruitful one. And some sort of fruitful one. Now, that was absolutely going to be the end of this video. But for all of a sudden, that changes like this and turn into something kind of even weird what it was. Well, this isn't going to be for some sort of like these. So, we're going to be checking out for the username before I just absolutely adapt myself. So that is everything for today. And probably not anything looks awful to do this. I have seen the edits that look pretty weird as hell, and I cannot believe it. It wasn't going to be true that unknown matters like these. And I cannot believe this is about over 15 minutes about this video, and it's not going to be for that short anyways. So that was absolutely probably the end of this video, and the link is going to be in description below. Before sometimes it might going to get deleted soon, but unless that I just completely forgot about for some sort of the age as well. So I have nothing that we're going to be fine about for this, seeing this about for this strategy. So unless we absolutely looking at the description of around here for the previous video. So Looma and Crow's comic studio for OCs like this wasn't even that matter as well, but still exists today, and it won't be that necessary as well. That you've seen this Looma and Crow's OC Adet's comic studio, probably you have to be at the age of 16 that you look like this. And I cannot believe that is absolutely one thing as well. So it could be for around a dark humor for literally accurate as well. So probably that the bird's nest in wasn't actually exist. Might able to be trying to find out what is going on in the future as well. So that is the end of the month around here, everyone. And tomorrow is going to be Pride Month for anything of want to do this as well. When it's going to be cancelled, this is not what I just going to be doing for just a mistake around here. And we wanted to do for just wait another year, and it won't be necessary at all for around here. But don't forget to link in the description around for the old abandoned OC archive edits for around for many more some kind of like these things as well. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and don't forget the link is gonna be in description to browse some comics whenever you want before it gets sued around here in the future. And now I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later.